Alright, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to unboxing Kaiterra Senseedge, the Type 3 Planetwatch sensor. I ordered this from a third party. I actually have had this since September, and it's been earning full rewards since then. So you got your box here with some generic information on the back, what the contents are, what the voltage, different specs. You can purchase these directly from Planetwatch if you were on the wait list. For me, I found it was a lot faster to get them this way. So inside the box you have the sensor unit, and pretty generic, just white. It looks almost like a little AC thermostat. Also have a couple different mounting options and the two sensor modules. Now the sensor modules, when you purchase from Planetwatch, they said that they will be providing new when they expire. They do expire, not a huge cost to replace, and there is some good longevity. I believe it's a year or more. It does come with USB-C. This model. There's also the PoE available, depending on which one you order. I've got a couple of the PoE coming in into the month, and going to do a follow-up video on how to attach this to your Planetwatch and get that license installed, get them running on the Planetwatch network. So these do have international adapters in this model. And I'm in the US, so we got that hooked up for the 110, 120 volt. So on the back here you see your Ethernet for network. You can also directly hardwire this if you were going to install it powered off of a AC unit, or just powered directly from a hardwire. So we're going to do setup just to the Kaiterra dashboard, and we'll get it streaming data to the Kaiterra API. And basically when you go to set this up for Planetwatch, you just have it interface with Kaiterra. So we do need to install the modules. Basically this front portion just pops open, and then pretty much just place the module in its designated spot. Inside there's a power switch as well as a status light, and I've just left the pull tabs there. Kind of goes in like a battery, and you just replace the front cover, and we'll get it powered up, and we'll move on to configuring. So first thing you're going to do here is easiest way to download the quick guide. So we'll go to support.kaiterra.com. The quick guide has some other information, talks a little bit about best places to install this, how high off the ground, so on and so forth. So we'll just scroll down to Senseedge Mini, and we'll click the link here. It says, how do I install? And then we'll just download the installation guide. A couple different options here if you're going to mount it inside the wall, mount it on the surface, so on. It also has the directions to connect it to that direct voltage if you choose that. Talks about what comes in the package and what power tools you'll need. It's basically, if you've mounted anything on the wall, you should be alright. So there's a suggested 3.5 to 5.5 foot off the ground. Shows you the locations of the air intake, on and off switch, status light, and then also has a small reset pinhole. In my case, I am using USB-C directly to the wall. Once you get that plugged in, you'll start getting the status light, obviously after you switch the power on. So we'll download this configuration tool. I'm going to do it right here on the desktop PC, but they do have mobile apps as well. So once you get that downloaded, open it up. It's a pretty basic program. Sometimes these things, just with all crypto, they don't have the signed installers, so you will need to tell Windows that it's okay. Then just next. Tell it to open the program once it's done. Feel free to read that and accept it. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to find the Kaiterra's web Wi-Fi and connect directly to it. Alright, once we get connected, we're going to choose configure. It's going to give you some details about the device, your UUID, serial number, MAC addresses, and so on. We're going to click over to the configure tab, and we're going to name it. We can give it a name, give it a location, tell it what its preferred connection is going to be. These are Wi-Fi enabled. As with most anything, Ethernet's going to give you a more stable connection. So once we have all those choices made, the device will get itself connected over via Ethernet, and then we can find it on our home network. And we'll just click configure device, and it will apply the configuration. So now the device is not connected. We're going to go back and connect to our network, and we're going to go to the Kaiterra dashboard and set ourselves up an account. This all goes through here in the guide. You can check the status light to make sure that you've got connectivity. Then here it goes through how to drill your anchors, how to mount it to the wall, and then once that's installed in its fixed location, we'll continue on to the dashboard setup. So basically here, back on the setup guide, we're going to go to this link, dashboard.kaiterra.com. Go through all the setup for creating yourself an account. I'm going to skip past that here. We'll be signed up. And then once we do that, we're going to log into our account. And here you see we're logged in, but we have no devices. We're going to go back to the configuration tool. Now you can cut and paste your UUID or UDID, but also, as you'll see in a moment, we can just right click on that device and tell it to link it to the dashboard. So back in the configure, we're going to click over here, find our device, and then the bottom right we have that's 3 lines. It's going to give us some options, and we're going to choose link to dashboard. This will take our browser back up. If you're already signed in, it's just going to add it in, otherwise you'll have to sign back in. Give it a name, add it. It's going to add that to the account, and there we have it. It does take a little while for the sensors to warm up, to give you a good true reading, but there it is. And we'll go, in the next video, we'll talk about how to link that API to Planetwatch. All right. Appreciate you guys watching. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe. Got some more videos coming out shortly.